Hi, my name is Solo P1 and welcome to the 2020 F1 Belgium Grand Prix race day review. And as I expected, a win for Mercedes. Couldn't really see another team winning. Not really. The entire season is basically being a Mercedes dominance. We all knew it was going to happen. They said yesterday in the commentary there's going to be rain. No rain. You was wrong about the rain. It would have been good to see the rain to spice it up a bit, but the rain did not come. We had driver of the day, Pierre Gasly, and to me, totally deserved it. Totally deserved it. He should be at Red Bull right now. Maybe next season he'll be at Red Bull. Gasly, Albon underperforming, or really was he underperforming? Maybe that was his best, the best he had. People are going to say, yeah, maybe it's a pit strategy, what caused him to be in that position. No, he's just not good enough to be at Red Bull. That ship is sinking for Albon. Next season, he might not even be in F1. He probably won't even be good enough to get a seat at Williams the way Albon is driving at the moment. I can't see. He's not going to be there next season. If Albon is there next season, I want someone to come on my channel and give me a valid reason why Albon should be at Red Bull. Because they didn't give Gasly a chance. No. They shipped him off right back to Toro Rosso. Now it's called AlphaTauri, but at the time it was Toro Rosso. They didn't give him a chance. They couldn't wait to pack his bags. But Albon is still there. You can't get nowhere near Max Verstappen. Nowhere near him. If Red Bull want a sniff of a chance to challenge Mercedes, not going to happen, by the way, not this season, but next season, if they want a sniff of a chance of trying to contest with Mercedes, they need the two cars back to back with each other. Just like when Kimi Räikkönen was tagged up with Vettel, they was always behind each other to try and challenge the Mercedes. That's the only way you're going to beat Mercedes. That's the only way it's going to happen. And there you go. That's Red Bull's story. They ain't going to win the title. Hamilton's won the title. They've won the Constructors. They've got no chance to win the Constructors. Ferrari are nowhere. Again. You had Vettel coming on the radio, screaming and shouting on the radio, swearing at the Ferrari's team. You had the Ferrari team pitting Charles twice in 6 laps. Charles coming into the pits. Again, pit strategy team not ready for him for the tyres. I've been saying it time and time and time again. And I'll say it again. F1 Ferrari, the strategy team, the engineer team should be pushing trolleys at Tesco. That's exactly where they should be. The mechanics have got no fight left. No fight. The strategy team have got no fight. They are clueless. Charles Leclerc, even Charles Leclerc comes on the radio and says, what you picked me for? What you picked me twice for? Oh yeah, we'll tell you later. That's basically Ferrari saying they ain't got a clue. Coming into the pits, pitting him twice within 10 laps. Twice! Pitting Charles Leclerc. And when they did pit him, tyres weren't ready. Yeah, the other guy holding the tyre, he's over there speaking with Renault Benito, whatever his name is. I don't really give a shit what his name is. But you got him there, probably having a cigarette, eating a bit of pasta. He's got his tyre in one hand, coming over and go, oh yeah, you got a pit, I'm going to put the tyre on. Bangs the tyre on the car. Clueless pit strategy. If that was Mercedes, every single one of them would have been fired. They would have been getting the P45 first thing Monday morning. But with Ferrari, they don't give a crap. They've lost fight. They've got no fight left. I don't think they're even going to come back in 2022. I can't see him coming back in 2022 at all. I cannot see it. People say, oh yeah, it's going to be different regulations. Still not going to make no difference. Mercedes is still going to dominate. Long as Lewis Hamilton's there. You know what? Lewis doesn't have to be there. Long as that team stays there at the garage, the entire team at Mercedes, long as that team stays there and Toto stays there, they'll continue to win. Because let's face it, if it wasn't for Lewis Hamilton, Bottas would be winning the world title by now. It's good Lewis is so good. And listen, it's not just about putting your foot down on the pedal. It's not just about putting your foot down the pedal. Just like DC said on Channel 4 yesterday after the qualifying session. Respect to DC. He comes on qualifying and says, look, it's not just about putting your foot down on the pedal. Because all the drivers can do that. It's the feel of the car. It's when to make the braking. It's how you approach the exit. It's how you approach everything else. He's got the feel of the car. Lewis Hamilton is like Ayrton Senna. He's got the brilliance and the natural talent of Ayrton Senna. And he's got the stillness, strong-minded as Schumacher. You get Schumacher and Ayrton Senna together, put them in a machine, and Lewis Hamilton's going to pop out the other end. That's exactly how it's going to be. Because Lewis Hamilton, he's in a world of his own. He's even come on the news and said, I'm bored. I'm bored. I thought I was going to get a better challenge. I know where Max is coming from. Max is coming out in the news and saying, look, it's boring. Again, 1, 2, 3. Boring, out on his own. Nobody can get nowhere near Max. Nobody can get nowhere near Lewis. And Bottas is sandwiched in the middle. Imagine if Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen was at the same team. It would be even better. I would love to see that. I would pay to see that. I would pay to see Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen one-on-one in the same team, same car. Imagine that. Imagining that. I can imagine it now. Bottas is there to assist Lewis Hamilton. We all know this. I've repeated myself over and over again. Everything I have said on my videos has come true. I said that Bottas is not going to win the title. I said Hamilton's going to win the title. I said that construction title is going to go to Mercedes. I said it's going to be another 1, 2, 3 Mercedes. 1, 2 Mercedes. I've said it. Lewis is going to break Michael Schumacher's record. He's on 89 race wins. 89. Who can stop Lewis Hamilton? Nobody. Nobody. And that's just the way it is. You can moan, you can hate him all you want, just like DZ said. For Lewis Hamilton to get the respect from the haters, I'm not talking about the guys like me and the millions of Lewis Hamilton fans that are already on board with Lewis Hamilton, but I'm on about these haters, the ones that love Max. Like George, like Paul Di Resta, all these biased commentators. For Lewis Hamilton to get total respect by the entire racing world, he has to win 8 world titles. DC said, I already think he's the best of all time anyway, but for Lewis Hamilton to go down as the greatest, he'll have to win the 8th title, and then the haters will respect him. 8, it might even end up being 9. Never mind, 8 is a given. Next season comes in, he's feeling fit, he's got the car going good, he's got Valtteri Bottas assisting him, because that's what he's going to do. He's there to assist. He's got Toto's there, he'll win the title next year, that's 8. New regulations kick in. Everybody says it's going to favour maybe the other teams. Who would ever thought that Mercedes in 2013, when the new hybrid era was going to kick in 2014, who would ever thought that Mercedes would be dominating like this? People already thought, nah, it's going to be Red Bull, it's going to be Red Bull, it's going to be Red Bull. Red Bull just won 4 in a row, they're going to do it, don't matter. Who would ever thought that? But look at it, Mercedes dominating. Max Verstappen, he's booked his ticket for his holiday already. He booked his tickets after the second race. He told everybody, forget it. Look, it's wishful thinking if we're going to beat Mercedes. Not going to happen. They've got the fastest car. It's all over. I'm going back to one more on Ferrari. Mark my words. That team, next year, that strategy team, or whoever they are, whoever clowns they are, they might have, it looks like they just took them off a food line. It's like a finger line where they make cars. They just said, yeah, we'll have that one, we'll have that one, we'll have that one today, we'll have one today. They're talking to Charles Leclerc. Hey, Charles Leclerc, what's going on? And he goes, plan A, plan B, plan C. What the hell's plan C? Plan C is to get in the aeroplane and go back to Italy. That's plan C. That's exactly what Martin Brundle said. Plan C is where you get in the aeroplane, tighten up, and go back to Maranello. Blow Maranello up. Blow that factory up because it's not working for you. Get rid of the clowns that you got working for you. All the entire mechanics, strategy team, all clowns. Get rid of them all because they're not working for you. They're using you. They're just getting the pay. Get rid of them. Get someone in there in the factory. Get someone there in the factory who's going to bring some stability and credibility back to Ferrari. Because they are not, I'll be surprised if they end up finished 5th place in the Constructors by the end of the season. Because they're already 4th. They got McLaren in front of them. Renault in front of them. Racing Points in front of them. Disgrace. So, I'm going to go through my notes. Have a look. The race was like watching paint dry. Let's face it. Before I even get into this review, let's face it. It was like watching paint dry. Every single race as it progresses through the season, it's getting worse and worse and worse. I literally fell asleep halfway through the race. Literally. I was sitting on my sofa with my big night game. I was there chilling, put my feet up. And I was watching the race. And after the first turn, I told everybody, after the first turn, Hamilton makes it over through La Source, Upper Rouge, on the straight. If you get through there without getting touched or getting hit or getting passed by Valtteri Bottas or even Max Verstappen, he was going to win the race. And that's what he did. He checked out. And in the first lap, it was 1 minute. He was a second and a half in front of his teammate. And nobody's going to tell me that Valtteri Bottas is not playing the team orders, because he is, in my opinion. So, race started. Carlos Sainz was out before the race even started. Personally, I don't care if he's out. I don't give a shit. Don't care about Carlos Sainz. I got my issues with him. I'm not going to say him on this video. That's just the way it is. Don't like him. Don't really care about Carlos Sainz. Good driver, but will I lose any sleep about Carlos Sainz going out of the Grand Prix before it started? No. So, lights out of the way we go. Hamilton got the best start straight away. Bottas got a decent start. When they went through the La Source, Bottas was touching Lewis Hamilton's car. It was right behind him. So I thought, you know what? It's going to be interesting when they go at the Rouge and they go in the straight. Bottas, yeah, he's going to get a nice little toe off him. Maybe have a chance. But it didn't work out that way. Martin Brundle was shouting from the high heavens, saying, come on, Bottas, show us a race. Because even, come on, let's face it, it's not the fact that he's biased towards Lewis Hamilton. No. He's saying that because he's sick of seeing the same old thing every week. Lewis Hamilton pulling away and Bottas just sitting second. Because that's what it is. Bottas is playing team orders. He's sitting second and he's not even pushing. So Martin Brundle comes on the radio and says, come on, Bottas, show some fight. So, Bottas was on the thing comes on the radio, his engineer comes around and said, Bottas, we don't have to push yet. And Bottas come out and says, Bottas, we have one push now and we have agreed against each other. Bottas said on the radio, I've never heard of that one, mate. See you later. That's basically Bottas saying to his engineer, I'm going to race the way I'm going to race. Brundle come back and said, good for Bottas. And it was good for Bottas. At the end of the day, right, I want to win the race. I'm Valtteri Bottas. I want to win the race. I want to win the Grand Prix. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to hold back my time. I've got good tyres. I want to try and catch Lewis Hamilton. Because if Lewis Hamilton gets away so much, he's gone. And that's basically what Bottas was basically ignoring his engineer. I don't think so. I'm coming after Lewis. So, Ferrari said on the radio to Charles, plan A, plan B, plan C. Charles said, make a decision. See, he even got Charles Leclerc, the political man. He usually backs Ferrari up. It's Vettel what usually buries Ferrari. But this time, Charles was burying Ferrari. They said plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F, plan G! And what did Charles say? I'll tell you something now. I'll tell you what Charles said. Charles come out and says, make a decision. Make a decision. You clowns. That's exactly what he wanted to say. That's what he did say. He said make a decision, but really he wanted to add clowns on. That's probably edited it out. Ferrari, clueless strategy. So, Lap 19, Perez pits on the radio. Bottas says, look, no, Perez pits. Bottas comes on the radio at lap 19 as well and says, look, engineer said it's going to be a long stint. Because Bottas was burning his tyres out trying to catch Hamilton. He was trying to do a Silverstone. Still didn't learn from Silverstone. He said, look, engineer said it's going to be a long stint. Because it was on the hard tyres. He said, look, be careful with your tyres, just chill out. Lap 25, Charles got a 5 second, it's 5 second, says, he pits the pit Charles at lap 5. Now the pit Charles, and they put him in it, and he was in the pit for 5 seconds because he was doing something with his rear tyres, and it was putting pressure onto his rear tyres. To me, it looked like they was injecting something in his tyres to try to get a 1 lap pace. I don't know what it was. They were kind of covering it up. Maybe it's going to get investigated by the stewards after. But knowing Ferrari, they'll probably pay the stewards off and the FIA like they did last time when they had that questionable oil and questionable speed in 2019. We'll see how that works out. So basically, we're doing something. Listen, I don't care if they was injecting rocket ship fuel into it. Still not going to beat Mercedes. But he come out and they got, as soon as he put that stuff into his tyres or whatever he's doing, pressure on his tyres, Charles come out and got fastest lap. I said, wow. And after that, boom, speed went again. So that it was all over there. So lap 27, Gasly box, put the medium tyres on. Charles gets the fastest lap, like I said just before. Lap 28, everything. Lap 28, Bottas pits. Lap 29, Vettel's not going in. He said, I think the engineers are saying, look, you got to come in Vettel, lap 29. And Vettel said, come out and said, look, I can't pass here. What the fuck? Basically, what the F is going on? He was having an argument with the engineer and said, look, we're getting hammered here. What the F is going on? And did Ferrari ever answer for it? Of course they didn't. Lap 32, Gasly and Vettel slam. Gasly passes Vettel at lap 32. And look, Gasly is like, to me, he's the most improved driver this year. You're right. He had the nice medium tyres, the nice clean medium tyres. He's passing Vettel, and Vettel got angry, just slammed the brakes, burnt the tyres out, flat spotted the tyres, and I think Vettel come out and said, look, I'm a sitting duck. Basically, that's what you said, he was a sitting duck. Ferrari, again, had no answers. Look, that's where my notes end. That's it. And then Gasly carried on. The winner was Lewis Hamilton. Second, Valtteri Bottas. And third, there was a safety car, Russell. There was a safety car. Antonio crashed and Russell swerved the car. The tyre nearly actually hit him, looking for that halo there. Looking for that halo. He kind of swerved, went into the gravel, and the both was out. So there was 2 DNFs in the race, Antonio and George Russell. So that was it. Gasly, that's it. It was all up. He said, Vettel come out and said to Ferrari, look, the tyres are getting eaten up. No response again from Ferrari. Absolutely clueless. Like always, continuously. This is a continuous cycle with Ferrari. They are clueless. They've got no answer for nothing. The car is dog shit. They're dog shit. Strategy team dog shit. Benito's dog shit. I don't care who likes Ferrari. I don't care if you drive for them. I don't care whatever you do. But you know what it boils down to when you go home in the night time and you put your head down on your pillow, you know, these Ferrari fans, that Ferrari are dog shit. You can hate on Lewis all you want. You can hate on Mercedes all you want. But at the end of the day, look at Mercedes, look at Ferrari. Mercedes is a well-oiled machine. Well-oiled. Ferrari's not. And that's just the way it is. And Ferrari has got a long road back to get to the top again. Long road back. It's not going to be easy like before where they go, oh yeah, it's going to be Ferrari and Mercedes again. Red Bull's going to have something to say about that. McLaren's going to have something to say about that, especially next year when they get the Mercedes engine. Renault's looking good. Renault's showing improvements. Ferrari's the only team from last year that have gone backwards. Every single team, even Williams, right? Even Williams, all the team have gone forward since last year. Ferrari's the only team that has gone backwards. Exactly. That's karma. When you try and cheat and get the questionable oil, tweaking the engine, trying to get the straight line speed in Spa last year and in Monza. This is what happens. This is what happens. You try and cheat, you get punished, and you didn't get punished. You paid off the FIA. He got sorted out of court. That's basically paying them off, the stewards and the FIA. You paid them off But you thought, yeah, you got away with it, but look at your car now. Karma has come back and bit you straight in the arse. Simple. And that's the end of the review. Nothing left to say. Lewis Hamilton winner. Second Bottas. Third Max Verstappen. Next week's going to be the same. Lewis Hamilton winner. Bottas second. Max Verstappen third. Same race again, the one after that. Triple header. Mercedes 1 and 2. Max Verstappen. Race on. All to the end of the season. Mercedes 1 and 2. Max Verstappen. Mercedes 1 and 2. Max Verstappen. Mercedes 1 and 2. Max Verstappen. That's the season for 2020. Done. I might not do another video. Actually, I will do another video. I'm going to continue to do videos, but that's what it's going to be like. And I'll come on my video and I'll say the same thing. Mercedes 1 and 2. Max. Third. That's the way it's going to be. Trust me. You got, look, reading news from The Guardian. Lewis Hamilton wins Belgium Grand Prix on a grim day for Ferrari. Grim day, all right. Grim day. Let's go on here. Let's go on the Formula 1. Let's do the standings, how it finished. We know how it finished. Let's see the standings. So, we have got the standings, race. Let's go then to Belgium. And we see how it's standing. The race. We've got Lewis Hamilton 1. Second, Valtteri Bottas. Let's bring it round here. Lewis Hamilton 1, Valtteri Bottas 2, Max Verstappen 3, Daniel Ricciardo 4, Esteban 5, Alexander Albon 6, 7th place Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly 8th, Lance Stroll 9th, Sergio Perez 10th, Daniel Kvyat 11th, Kimi Räikkönen 12th, Sebastian Vettel 13th, Charles Leclerc 14th, no points for Ferrari, clueless. Roman Grosjean 15, Nicholas Latifi 16th, Kevin Magnussen 17th, Antonio Giovinazzi DNF, George Russell DNF, and Sainz didn't even start the race. Carlos Sainz. And let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship, how that looks. You got Mercedes on top, Lewis Hamilton 157 points. Max Verstappen still in second with 110 points. Valtteri Bottas is absolutely, oh God, I can't believe, still in third place. Mercedes, Valtteri Bottas. Max Verstappen in a Red Bull is higher than him. Unbelievable. Max Verstappen second place, Red Bull, 110. Valtteri Bottas third place, 107. Alexander Albon, 48 points. Albon's on 48 points. And Max Verstappen's on 110. Wow. Looks like you're on your way, Albon. That's good an achievement, by the way. Whatever. Charles Leclerc, 5th place, 45 points. Lando Norris, 45 points in 6th place. And 7th place, Lance Stroll, 42. I'm sorry, the pink Mercedes, that disappointed me. I thought pink Mercedes, the racing points, would be up there with Red Bull, but they're kind of falling away. 7th place, Lance Stroll, 42 points. 8th place, Daniel Ricciardo, 33 points. Good point for Renault today. Sergio Perez, 33 points in 9th place. 10th place, that's about Ocon, 26 points. 11th place, Carlos Sainz, 23 points. Pierre Gasly, 18 points in 12th place. 13th place, Sebastian Vettel, 16 points. 14th place, Nico Hülkenberg, 6th place. And Antonio in 15th place for 2 points. Daniel Kvyat in 2 points, 16th place. He's going to be on his way this season, I think. They're going to bring in that guy from Formula 2 because Honda won a Japanese driver in that AlphaTauri. And I think he's going to be on his way, Daniel Kvyat. 17th place, Kevin Magnussen, and with 1 point. And Kimi, Nicholas Latifi, George Russell, Roman Grosjean yet to score a point. So I'm going to look at where... Let's have a look where thingies. Pierre Gasly has got 18 points and Daniel Kvyat has got 2 points. He's going to be on his way. So the teams, how the teams line up for constructors. The might as well just give the constructors and Mercedes now. Mercedes 264 points, Red Bull 158, McLaren 68, Racing Point 66. Nice midfield battle here. Ferrari in 5th place. I thought it was 4th in the constructors. They are 5th place. They are behind Racing Point and McLaren. Unbelievable. Who'd ever thought that last year? So, 6th place, Renault with 59. They're just behind Ferrari. AlphaTauri, they're out of it, 20 points. 7th, 8th place, Alfa Romeo with 2 points. Haas with 1 and Williams at the bottom with none. DHL fastest lap goes to Daniel Ricciardo. Had a brilliant race today. I reckon another couple of laps he could have caught Max, in my opinion. A couple more laps he was gaining on him. Let's go into the top 3. Let's start with Valtteri Bottas, and then we're going to go to we're going to start with Max Verstappen, then we're going to go to Bottas, and then we're going to go to Lewis, and then we're going to get out of here, and I'm going to see you next week in Monza. So let's play Valtteri Bottas.
So when I needed an e-commerce site,
of course, the adverts. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. When it had to be 22 seconds long, didn't it? Had to be 22 seconds. Could it just be 5 or even 2? Had to be 20. 15, 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Valtteri, if we start with the start, some great defending from you to try and make sure that you kept the Red Bull at bay, but as the rest of the race panned out, we heard a message over the radio about we agreed not to push, and you said I didn't hear that. What was that about?
Yes, obviously, you know, with how you manage the energy, there's different kind of options. I think I must have not heard it or something, that we can't use it against each other, but
Bullshit!
Anyway, fair enough. Other than that, really, you know, I was a bit disappointed with the lack of toe effect today into turn 5. I was really expecting to be a big difference being in the toe, and like in the safety car restart exiting turn 1, I was sure that I'm going to get him up the hill, but I just couldn't catch him on the straight. So I think those were the only opportunities today, and there was no other way.
So then, are you then just sitting in second and managing tyres and managing your position for the rest of the race? Is that all you could do?
Yeah, it's tough here to follow in sector 2, and always when you're behind you destroy your tyres. I think both me and Lewis were pretty critical towards the end of the race with the front tyres. Again, getting the vibration like we got in Silverstone before the failure, but I'm glad we could make it to the end.
Now Max Verstappen could not fight for victory. Of course he couldn't. But Paul de Resta said you could. You should have listened to Paul de Resta. He could give you great advice. Every time he says you could win a race, you lose. Anyway, let's go to Max Verstappen. Advert again. This one's for
Max, how difficult was it today to fight against the speed of Mercedes?
Well, it was not really a fight, you know, I was just trying to do my own race, because quite quickly I could see I could not really follow them. And yeah, I tried to put a bit of pressure on Valtteri on the hard tire, but then at one point they told him to speed up, and that was it. Then they pulled away again. Then also I started to have a lot of vibrations and understeer, so I decided to just spec it out and bring it to the finish. Yeah, it was not ideal, but yeah, it's what it is.
But can you comment the fight against your ex-teammate Daniel at the beginning of the race? How was it?
Yeah, we gave each other space, so it was all good. Yeah, it was.
But funny, I mean, positive side.
Was it? I don't know, not for me, but yeah, it's okay. You know, you just pay attention to each other and then you just go.
Can you be satisfied about your weekend, Max?
No, I think overall we had a good weekend. Yeah, just today it was a bit boring just because we couldn't push on the tires. They just dropped off really quick.
So basically, like I've been saying, accepting he accepted his fate after the second race, after Austria. So that's it then. I'm going to put Lewis Hamilton on now. His interview is nearly 4 minutes long. He said it's a pretty good day despite a stressful start and restart. Whatever, mate. You won the race. You've won the title. We know you're going to win the title. You're going to win it next year as well, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. Who's going to stop him? Regulations aren't going to change. Everything's still going to be the same. Ferrari going to be dog shit. Bottas still going to be Rubens Barrichello. Max Verstappen still going to be joking on the podium and joking on the press conference, knowing that Mercedes are better. And Lewis Hamilton's going to be thanking the fans and thanking his team like he does 100 times a year. And that's just the way it's going to be. This is Lewis Hamilton, the winner of the Spa Belgium Grand Prix. I'm going to turn off the camera in a minute. I'm going to give him an interview. Then it's going to be the out scream at the end. Don't forget to look. My link's in below my channel, yeah? Follow me on Twitch. I stream 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. I stream F1, Assetto Corsa Competizione, all the races, all the games you can think of. Ultima Blister 2, bit of Call of Duty now and again. Follow me on Twitch. The links are going to be below. And if you see the video, like the video if you want. Like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. So this is Solo P1 signing out. Camera's going to go now. And this is the Lewis Hamilton interview. Bet there's adverts.
Are you?
There you go. Argus adverts.
Well, at the moment, I heard you mention Lewis. Many congratulations.
Thank you.
You're looking unbeatable at the moment. I heard you mention just there that you made a couple of mistakes today, but we very rarely see them. What were the mistakes today? We saw one bit where you went wide, but the tyres were going off. Everyone was struggling at that point.
Yeah. I don't think it wasn't really like not focused. Really mistakes. It was just small lockup, which ends up being longer because you have to come off the pedal to stop the lockup. So then you run wide. So I had that the last corner, and I had a small little nip into turn 5, which wasn't really wasn't a problem. So otherwise, it was pretty good. I don't know how people feel about the start and the restart, but those two are really stressful. When you're in the lead, you're the one that controls the pace, and being able to catch the guy behind sleeping on the restart is not easy. But I managed to get a good gap from him, and then he had a huge toe. Luckily, I had a big enough gap to him going into Eau Rouge that he wasn't able to catch at the straight. The start was horrible because it doesn't matter how good your start is off the grid. When you come around turn 1, they're a car length behind you, and then they tow and slipstream you off into turn 5. But I managed just to balance it just right out of turn 1, keeping right, and he ended up being really close to me. And I don't know if maybe he lifted or something like that, but. Yeah, this is really just remarkable what the team is doing and what we're doing together. We're continuing to really push the envelope, push the technology to the maximum, and it feels great to really finish on a high this weekend. Particularly, as I said yesterday, with Chad dying, I really wanted to deliver because he made everyone feel like a superhero. So, yeah.
You've got a 47-point cushion now. Nice big 47-point cushion going to Italy.
To second?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, my maths could be wrong, but you've got 157, I think, and Max is 110.
Wow.
So it's a really nice cushion going into Italy. At the moment, Red Bull look like the only ones who can bring the challenge to you, but even they today struggled on the tyres at the end. Are you surprised that no one else has been able to try and do something to break into this lead you've got?
Well, what you got to look at with the Red Bulls, I think they've got a very good car, and I think people downplay it, but they've got a very strong car, and Max is doing a great job with it. Unfortunately, both drivers aren't there, like me and Valtteri are there. That makes it harder for them. I've experienced it many years ago when I was at McLaren, and I was the driver that was always at the front and didn't have a teammate backing up, so you equally don't get the constructors' points, but then can't play strategy on the cars that you're racing against. So they've got that, so he's kind of there on his own. And I mean, today it's really tires, everyone's doing a one-stop. This one-stop whole thing really is boring. And then at the end of the day, we're just all managing out there, which is not because it's not racing, We're all managing. At the end, everyone's backing off so that the tires don't deflate, blow up, whatever. We have no idea what they're going to do. I was worried that it might do the same thing as Silverstone, so I backed off, but maybe it would have been fine. But it was too big a risk to take because I had the lead. Of course, I really would like to have more of a fight, but that's not on me. I've just got to keep doing, and we've got to keep doing what we're doing.
Great job today, though. Well done. Thank you.